Coming up on Places a Dump Prime Time, 3 TDs add up to MVP for Derrick Henry and not Game Creek. Miller Time looks for their first win of the season against 41-33, but the Birds won't go down without a fight. Nyuk 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 and Mr. Softy go toe-to-toe. Two title favorites clash in the Tater Dome. And could the team from Applebee's be the best team that no one is talking about? All that is next on Places a Dump Prime Time.
Places a Dump Primetime is brought to you by Miller Lite, official drink of Barry Sell. When it's game time, it's Miller time.
Welcome to Places a Dump Primetime, everyone. Chris Berman alongside Tom Jackson, and yes, the Christmas trees are back. Week 2 of the dump season is come and gone, and boy, do we have some outstanding matchups on the slate. Last week, we saw 3 games decided by 5 points or less, by far the tightest weekend of action in dump history.
So tight.
Is this the weekend for a repeat? One way to find out, Tom. To the highlights. Mr. Softy taking on Nyuk Nyuk Nyuk. Nyuk Nyuk Nyuk, that's fun to say. Coming off a big week last week, they scored the most points in the league, took home the $10 prize. Their offense keeps rolling in this one. Russell Wilson, deep to Tyler Lockett. He does the rest. 28 on the day from him. Austin Eckler up the middle with a nice gain. No scores for him, but a lot of yards. Puts Nyuk 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 in a great position early, but Mr. Softy, they hang around. Matt Stafford, 2 TDs on the day. This one, back of the end zone to Cooper Kupp. Darrell Henderson, nice day for him. He goes left side, fighting his way through the Indianapolis Colts defense. And then how many times do we see it? Guy makes a great defensive play in the field, comes out the next inning, hits a home run into the end zone for him. This one stays close for a while, but the New England defense says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this one. They're playing Zach Wilson. That's not that hard. 4 interceptions for them on the day. Nyuk 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 gets the win in this one. They move to 2-0. Mr. Softy falls to 0-2, the final 131-105. Nyuk Nyuk Nyuk's got it rolling.
Consistency is key in fantasy. It's not always about having the highest score of the day, but if you can get 3-4 guys put up 14, 15 plus like Nyuk 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 does, you're going to have a good chance to win every week.
From the highest scoring team last week to the lowest, 41-33, taking on Miller Time. No trouble early. Allen Robinson, he finds the end zone. Gets the TD here. The offense struggling again, though, early for 41-33. Miller Time, on the other hand, no trouble finding the end zone for them. Cooper Kupp scores here, gets a nice hug from his boy. It's been a while since he's had that kind of physical contact, so he says, you know what? I'm going to find the end zone again because I love the bro hugs. 2 scores on the day for him. Lamar Jackson making his case for league MVP early on. A marvelous performance from him. Despite a pair of picks, 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. This crazy jump pass from Marquise Hollywood Brown says, I can do it with the arm too, not just my legs. This game was a complete blowout going into Monday night. The score was 131-68. 41-33 though, they say not so fast. Aaron Rodgers redeems himself for last week. 4 TDs for him. Most of them to Aaron Jones. He's got 3 touchdown receptions. Adds another one on the ground. And this one's close. Aaron Rodgers over the middle. He finds a guy for a touchdown, but it's Robert Tonyan. And guess who has him? Miller Time. According to my abacus, that means both guys get points. Aaron Jones punches another one in for a score, his 4th of the night, but the rally falls just short. An unbelievable game in this one. Miller Time wins it by 4. They get off the schneid. They're 1-1, and 41-33. They fall to 0-2.
Woo-wee! What a game. I had to change my shorts after this one. Boom. Just a crazy game. Probably won't see another one like it all the rest of this year.
All right, the champs head into the Tater Dome, taking on Sarge Tattoo Parlor. These teams know each other very well. Same coaching tree. Tom Brady, the ageless wonder. 5 more scores for him. Dalvin Cook with 131 on the ground, and then Justin Jefferson. The outstanding rookie campaign last year helped win this team a title. He keeps it going into his sophomore year with the outstanding diving catch. He follows it up with a little dancey dance for the boys. This one, though, stays close. Tyler Lockett catches the bomb here from Russell Wilson. He says, you know what, Russ, I'll do the rest. He goes in for the score, 8 catches, 178 yards, and that tutty, 30 points for him. Christian McCaffrey, pedestrian day for him, boring. Has he lost the magic? Only 26 points. Finds the end zone there. But the Tampa defense, they're like, you know what, Christian, we know you're league MVP. You only scored once, though. I'm going to score twice. Matt Ryan, he plays for the other team. You can't throw it to him, Matt. What are you doing out there? Another close game, Tom. But then Julio Jones says, all right, enough's enough. He seals the victory for what's the G stand for with this catch in the back of the end zone, and the champs. They're 2-0 to start the season, putting the league on notice. We're not going anywhere, boys. 159 to 127.
Oh boy, the student has become the master. What's the G stand for? Putting the whooping on their old protege. We talked about it with Yuck Yuck Yuck. Consistency is the key. You know what you're going to get from Tom Brady every week. You know what you're going to get from Dalvin Cook every week. It's really going to work for them if they keep that up.
All right, the other clear championship favorite, Bishop Sycamore High School versus not Game Creek, the recently rebranded franchise. Bishop Sycamore off to a great start early. Terry McLaurin, 107 and a score for the speedster. Zeke Elliott, welcome to 2021. He gets the score here to extend the Sycamore lead. But here comes not Game Creek. Kyler Murray, 3 TDs through the air, 1 more on the ground. This one, obviously, you see through it, so that's through the air. And then, obviously, this one, he's running in, so that's the one on the ground. Big day for him. And then he says, you know what, I worked hard. Let me just take a seat here in the end zone. Calvin Ridley putting up great numbers when Matt Ryan actually throws it to his own team. They're wearing the black jerseys, Matt, not the white ones. This one stays close for a while until Derrick Henry, the monster, the snowplow. He bulldozes the Seattle defense. 3 rushing touchdowns, 182 yards on the ground, including this run where he just decides, you know what, I don't want to be touched on my way to the end zone. How does a big man run that fast, Tom? I don't understand it. I'm slow. Not Game Creek. They move into first place in the league as an expansion franchise. They win the $10 this week, 174 to 134.
Yeah. Not Green Creek, they're great, but I gotta say, Bishop Sycamore High School, they played an outstanding game from start to finish. That coach, he is my coach of the year through 2 weeks. He made all the right moves. He pushes all the right buttons. He is just an outstanding manager. And yeah, not Game Creek, they won, but who gives a shit?
Oh, all right. Thank God we're on Sprout Network. The best team that no one's talking about, Romo Stars, their second straight home game at Applebee's Arena, taking on Sicklerville Hurricanes. Josh Allen finds Stephon Diggs in the end zone. Nice day from him, 2 touchdowns. Nick Chubb over 100 yards on the ground. Nice run there on the left side. Texans defense not looking good to start the season. Patrick Mahomes certainly does, though. He throws the deep ball so well. Back of the end zone, finds Robinson here. And then he says, you know what, that was fun. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to move around a little bit, and then I'm just going to dump it off to Travis Kelce, and Travis Kelce is just a freak of nature. Get the hell out of my face. Finds a few blockers, not like he needs them. He just runs people over. Yeah, little jump. Get off. Finds the end zone there. 3 touchdowns for Mahomes on the day. Mike Evans finds the end zone twice for Romo Stars. There's one of them right there. Here come the Hurricanes, though. DJ Moore, touchdown. Hang on, Tom. We're coming in for a landing. Romo Stars, though, with the Buffalo defense, 1 of 6 sacks on the day. This one on Jacoby Brissett.
I love Brissett.
And Romo Stars hang on to win. They're 2-0 for the first time since 1979.
Man, if we're going to have great games like this all year, I'm not sure my heart can take it. Romo Stars, they came out with a strategy in the draft. They said, listen, I want to get Mahomes, I want to get Tyreek Hill, and I don't want to look back. And it was questionable at the time, but I'm really thinking that they may have made the right decisions.
All right, here's the standings after week 2. Raise your hand if you had not Game Creek at the top. Yeah, you're a liar. What's the G stand for? Close on their tail. And Romo Stars, 2-0 for the first time again since 1979. Bishop Sycamore High School, they got the league right where they want them, but they got to make moves soon. That'll do it for us here on Places a Dump Prime Time. Now we're going to do an awkward high five and hold it for way too long.